I found out my next-door neighbor had been secretly stealing my Wi-Fi for 3 years. And worse, he'd been reselling it to his tenants as included internet and pocketing the money. So I shut it down. Now he's crying to the whole street that I'm a heartless bastard who cut off his kids. Before you judge me, let me walk you through this, and you tell me, am I the asshole? I'm 44. I work in IT, which matters in a second. I've got a decent house, a fast fiber connection I pay a small fortune for, and a next-door neighbor named Rick, who owns the duplex on the other side of my fence and rents out both halves. For years, my internet had these weird slowdowns. Every evening, right around 6, everything would crawl. Streaming buffered, my work VPN dropped, video calls turned to garbage. I figured it was my provider being cheap. I upgraded the plan, twice, threw money at it. Nothing fixed it. Then, a few weeks ago, I finally did what I should have done a year earlier. I actually looked at what was connected to my network. And there were devices on there I didn't recognize, a bunch of them. Smart TVs, phones, a couple of laptops, some security cameras, none of them mine. So I dug in, and the trail walked me right to the fence. Every one of those mystery devices was inside Rick's duplex. Here's what happened, near as I can tell. 3 years back, Rick helped me carry a couch in when I moved a router, and he clocked my network name and, I'm guessing, watched me type the password or found it on the sticker. And from that day on, he just used it. Never asked, never mentioned it. For 3 years, I paid every bill, upgraded twice because of the lag he was causing, and he wrote it for free. And honestly, if it had stopped there, I'd have just changed the password and let it go. But it didn't stop there. Because I got curious, and I know how to read a listing. Rick's rental ads, both units, advertised high-speed internet included. He was charging his tenants an extra $75 a month, each for included Wi-Fi. 2 units. That's $150 a month he was collecting for 3 years for reselling my internet connection that I was breaking my back to pay for. Do the math on that. This man built a little side hustle on my utility bill and never so much as bought me a beer. So here's what I did. I didn't knock. I didn't make a scene. I'm an IT guy. I just secured my own network. New router, new name, new password, MAC filtering, the works. Locked it down tight. Took me 20 minutes. His freeloading empire went dark in the time it takes to microwave a burrito. And oh, Rick noticed. He came pounding on my door that night, furious, saying I'd cut off his tenant's internet and that one of them had a kid doing homework, and how could I be so cruel? I let him get it all out. Then I asked him one question. Rick, whose internet do you think that was? And he just stared at me. Because he knew. He'd always known. He switched tactics fast. Said we'd been sharing for years and it was basically a neighborly thing, and I was blowing it out of proportion. Sharing. You don't get to call it sharing when only one guy knows it's happening and the other guy's the one getting billed. Then he went to the street. Told everyone I shut off internet to a family with kids out of spite. Left out the part where he was charging those families for it and keeping the cash. A couple neighbors gave me the cold shoulder before they heard the whole thing. Now, I'll be fair because I always try to be. Tenants with a kid did lose internet for a couple days, and that's not their fault. They paid Rick in good faith. I could have quietly warned them first so nobody got blindsided. That part, I'll own. But the leech here isn't me. I didn't cut off a family. I stopped a landlord from selling my property to his own tenants behind my back for 3 years. The kid's homework problem was Rick's to solve the second he pocketed that $75. He just never planned to. So let me read you the verdict. Top comment. NTA. He didn't share your internet. He embezzled it and franchised it. 3 years, $150 a month, and he calls you cruel? Send him an invoice. A reply. The upgrades kill me. You paid more twice to fix lag that he was causing while he profited. That's not a neighbor, that's a parasite with a router, but a fair one. Soft YTA toward the tenants only. A heads up so a kid didn't lose homework night would have cost you nothing. Rick's still a crook. Warn the innocent, nuke the guilty. Fair. The tenants deserved a warning. Rick deserved exactly what he got. And the top reply of them all, you don't owe someone free access just because they got away with it for a while. He didn't lose a favor. He lost a business he built on your bill. So where's it at now? My internet is fast again, funny enough. Rick's telling anyone who'll listen that I'm the villain. And 2 tenants now know their included Wi-Fi was a guy stealing from the house next door. I think they've got their own questions for Rick. So you tell me, am I the asshole for cutting off the Wi-Fi my neighbor secretly resold for 3 years? NTA or YTA? Be honest in the comments. I can take it. And if somebody's ever treated your stuff like it's a public utility, you already know this feeling. Hit subscribe. This channel's for you.